Hello everybody, we are back on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and from popular demand we are back here on Silver Ridge Peaks, and we're going to be going after a fan favorite animal, the Rocky Mountain Elk. So we're going to try and hit up as many Rocky Mountain elk locations as we can as quickly as possible, and we're going to grind until we get something good, because it's been a while since we've gone after some Rocky Mountain elk, and I would like to eventually get an albino one. We've been after one of those for so long and just not had any luck, but we will be using the 4570 mainly today, and if need be, we will use the M1 for longer range stuff, but I'd like to use the 4570 as much as possible, so let's see if we can get a shot in here. Oh, wow. Okay, so the 4570, it definitely is not too bad on these elk. It can definitely penetrate to the heart, but it looks like when you get lungs, they don't die super quickly, because this guy's still 25 to 50, so that's a little unfortunate. That guy did go down, though, so let's go pick that one up. Alright, so here is the one that we dropped. Go ahead and take a look at this guy, and yeah, perfect heart shot, plenty of penetration. 179.50, so this is a small one, but we did get that nice cheeky little heart shot, so that's always really nice. Definitely speeds up the process and eliminates the tracking, which is always helpful when you're trying to grind stuff out like this. Alright, so it actually looks like there was another herd of these guys that we didn't see. So let's try to, if we can, get a shot on this level 4. I don't know if it's going to let us get a shot, though. Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't look like we'll be able to, sadly, but let's go ahead and pick up these two that we did get down. That guy is a 361 scoring level 4, so just barely a gold, but these are some of the nicer looking racks for the Rocky Mountain Elk. Pretty much any of the level 4 ones look pretty good. I like how thick these smaller 4s are, though. Always thought they were super cool. And right here is, I believe, the last one we shot? Yeah, this will be the last one we shot. 296.70, and it was just barely enough to get through the shoulder and his single lung. So definitely not the most ideal angle to take, so we probably will have to do broadside only, mainly, but at least we know we can reach the lung from that particular angle right there. Alright, so there's an elk right here. However, it looks like this mountain lion and that one right there are spooking them off, so we do need to be quick on this. If we can... Nope, looks like they're going to be fleeing away. Hopefully that hit lungs. It's very possible at that angle, but it's not looking like it, so little unfortunate. Those mountain lions, of course, ruin everything as usual. So we are going to have to move on, but we do have some right there, so let's go for this guy right here. He seems to be the biggest one out there. Alright, so there's pretty much no way I'll be able to get an angle on the one I wanted to take, but we will be able to get an angle on this guy, so I guess we'll just take him out. Maybe we can get them to move around a little bit so they can actually come out. Oh, that actually probably is going to spook them now that I think of it. I thought about that a little bit too late, unfortunately. But I think that actually helped us get it, so we should be okay. Yeah, we did hit vitals. Oh man. Let's take that out while we can. That was maybe the smallest one we've ever seen, and we've seen some pretty small ones on stream before, so that's definitely a pretty crazy small one. Very interested in seeing what that little guy looks like. But here is that first one that we took out. A little level 3 light gray. Nothing crazy about him, but another elk down nonetheless. Now, unfortunately, that elk had very low bleed rate, so we did not hit it very good. So we're not going to get to see what that little guy would have been, because he, unfortunately, there's no way he's going to die, so decided we just move on. But we do have a gray mythical mountain lion there, so that's definitely something we want to take out. And I should easily be able to make a shot with the 4570 from here, I would imagine. Oh yeah, that smoked him. Absolutely smoked. It's always cool to find these big grays, even though the grays are only an uncommon. Always nice to find a mythical or a legendary one, especially since they are a relatively cool looking fur variation, and honestly I think it would be cool if a lot of other species had some more uncommon variations that look cool, because the mountain lion has one of the coolest I feel with the gray. And here he is. Beautiful looking cat. Absolutely love these guys, so let's go ahead and pick it up. 38 exactly, so 1 point below diamond. A very, very beautiful trophy, but we already have our diamond gray one, so we won't keep this guy. He's no good for our lodge, but still really cool. Unfortunately, we've been having some real issues with mountain lions. We've been getting almost all of our stuff spooked off by them. I think that is a piebald. Yeah, that's a piebald. Hold on. Let's go ahead and take that out. Oh, wow. Okay, I think we spine shot that poor thing. I did not expect it to drop on the spot. Wow. All right then. I mean, I'll take that. Saves us the tracking, but did not expect that to, yeah, didn't expect it to drop on the spot like that. That's definitely a spine shot, I'd say. Well, since we only shot 2 here, let's try to take this out for some cash. I'm pretty sure I just hit the hill. We're going to ignore the fact that I just did that. Don't pay attention to me. Yeah, this is a piebald. Nice. This is the better pattern, the bigger pattern for them, so that's pretty cool. These guys aren't super rare though, unfortunately. They're more of an uncommon than anything, so not really worth taxing, but still cool to get. And we did get vertebrae and lungs, so as I thought, it was a spine shot. But we'll go ahead and take a screenshot of it, and you know, let's tax it just so I can get a picture of it in the lodge for the thumbnail, just in case we don't get anything else decent during this hunt. Okay, so we actually have a piebald pronghorn right there. I came over here to check the late time elk zones, because I have a zone here that goes to 1830, and oh, that's a mythical black bear. I don't see the elk, but we do have that pronghorn right there, so that's pretty cool. It's been a while since I've seen one of these piebalds. They seem to actually be rare now. I believe you guys will remember me saying that in the last time that we got one of these. They do seem to be a lot more rare than they used to be, which is nice, because at the release of Silver Ridge, it was pretty common to find the piebalds, but with the console release, they made it a lot more rare, so let's go ahead and attempt this. I think that yeah, I guess that'll do the trick. I was gonna say I think that should be able to get to a lung, but we might have even hit vertebrae. Let's see if we can get this 4 since it didn't fully spook off. And then see if there's anything else we can get before they're gone. I guess we could take the bear. Let's see if we can maybe... I think that should be good. I hope. Hopefully that was a decent shot, but let's go get the piebald. Alright, here is this beauty right here. This is probably the first piebald of this pattern we've seen in a while, so that's pretty cool. We've been finding mainly the other patterns since the release of Silver Ridge on console, but have not seen too many of these, so that's kind of cool. And it is a 5930, so a little bit over silver, but not even close to gold. Not too bad though. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and tax this guy. Nice. Alright, so we definitely did not kill the bear. There's no hunting pressure over there, so we will try to take out another pronghorn, and this guy's in the best spot, so... there we go. Here is the level 4, 8230. This is a relatively small 4, but still a 4 nonetheless. It is getting close to being dark, so we will have to change the time eventually, but let's try and find that last one. Oh, there it is. There's our final pronghorn. And there we go, 7340. Almost a gold, but not quite on that guy right there. Oh my gosh, okay. we had a pronghorn right by our tent. So just take that guy out real quick, and there are the elk. Well, that's not exactly how I expected that to go, but yes, it's a good thing we were heading over here to change the time because we had an elk right here. So well, we should probably grab them first because sometimes stuff disappears if you change the time after you've killed things. There is that little level 2, and it was spinal cord, vertebrae, and left lung. Dropped it in its tracks. We actually got a black bear right here too. I think that hit it good, so hopefully we have that down also. It's just a 3 either way, so doesn't matter too much if we hit it good. But here is that level 3 elk. This one's a light gray, 305.20. Average little level 3. Alright, well, it is a bad shot, unfortunately, so I'm not going to worry about getting this guy. Let's just head back to the tent and change the time. Alright, so that right there is a light brown turkey, and it is really, really far away. Might be able to hit that, actually. Oh my gosh! 400 meters on a turkey. That is insane, man. That is insane. I cannot believe we actually hit that. That is insane. But anyway, I had actually spotted this light brown turkey a couple minutes ago, and I tried to shoot it once, but thankfully I didn't hit it because I wasn't recording, which is definitely not a good thing. So I'm glad I missed it the first time, but at least we did get it down. Let's actually take out one of these guys on the way here too. So this guy's not moving. So we'll take him out, and then if we can, let's actually take that turkey right there because he is relatively heavy. And that should do the trick there. So we got a decent sized turkey, a light brown, and a bighorn down. So let's go claim all those. Here we go. Here is another turkey. Well then. Anyway, as I was saying, there is the light brown. These guys aren't super rare, so probably not going to tax this one, but we will get a quick little screenshot there and call it good. But here is that one that just flew at us. A 4.10, so just barely over gold, but not too bad. I know quite a few of you have been missing the Silver Ridge Peaks content from me, so I hope you all are enjoying this video here. We do have this little guy right here, and it's a 4.40 gold, so that's not too bad right there. It's a decent sized one for the 9 to 11 kilos, so not too bad at all. But as I was saying, I figured this would be a nice change since we've been doing a lot of stuff from places like Yukon and Cuatro Colinas, and a lot of you really like the SRP content more than anything else, so hope everybody's been enjoying. I kind of wanted to make this an elk hunt, but I've found myself kind of just hunting whatever we find, which, I mean, there's honestly nothing wrong with that. It can be fun to just go around and shoot whatever sometimes, but unfortunately in the process I've accidentally deleted some need zones here, so there is that, but it's been fun at least. And honestly, sometimes it can just be fun to take a break from the grinding and kind of just hunt whatever you come across. And there are some elk right there. That's a 4, so we definitely want to take that 4 out. 342 meters. It's definitely going to be a job for the M1, but I think we can make that. That should be good. Oh my gosh. Look what we have here. So we just took out that elk and I was about to go down and grab it, but I spotted this guy, and that is a pretty good sized piebald. I don't think we've killed one of this size before, so that's pretty cool. That's definitely really cool. I'm wondering how we're going to be able to hit this shot though. I kind of want to take it with a gun we don't use too often, so let's head back to the tent and do that. So I decided to use the 270 Warden since we don't really use this gun too often, and this was a limited edition thing that they did when the game first came out, where basically you had to have the Hunter Classic membership and purchase the game within the first month of its release, so it is cool to have that. But let's see if we can take this guy out. Let's get his attention real quickly, and that'll do the trick there. Now we got to make sure that we compensate for the bullet drop, because there will be a little bit, because he is 336. It's not going to be a ton of bullet drop, but will be a little bit. And he is back to laying down, so once he goes broadside, we will take the shot on him. If we can get him to go broadside, it's going to be difficult. A lot of times they tend to be pretty stubborn when they're resting. We might actually be able to tuck it in. I think that should be good. Maybe not. We might have to go and try to get another shot in him. Or if we can get him to just stop out there, that actually might not be too bad either. Alright, so there he is. I did reset the time so that we could get him to come back, and he's 313 meters away now. It's going to be a little more makeable shot. Let's try to get his attention again. And this time we're not going to take any risky shot. Should be good right there, and it is. Much better than the first shot for sure. We actually managed to catch a lung on that one. So yeah, 270 isn't exactly the greatest for mule deer, but it can do the trick if you actually make a good shot, unlike my first one. But I'm very curious to see where that first shot hit. I'm wondering if maybe the elevation actually changed the spot where that bullet ended up hitting, because I feel like it should have tucked into a lung, but I guess there's that chance we were a little bit too high, or maybe just didn't have the penetration at that angle. Alright, so here is that piebald. Went ahead and stomped all the grass down here and took a couple pictures of him, so let's go ahead and claim this guy now. This is, I believe, the same rack that the melanistic one that we have has, so yeah, this guy's close to the same score. That is awesome. We finally got a piebald that's actually worth putting in the lodge. Previously, we just had small ones, so this is really, really awesome. I mean, we came here for elk, and I was really hoping that we would get a 500 plus diamond elk, because currently my best elk I think is like 504, and I'd like to get one that's like 510, because I have seen people post ones that were like 511, 513. So I was hoping to find one of those, but this is a lot cooler, honestly. Definitely happy with this little guy. So let's go ahead and put him and everything else in the lodge. Alright, so it is now time to finally replace this ugly level 3 with an actual good looking level 4 piebald mule deer. That is awesome. Finally have one with a decent rack in our lodge, which is fantastic, because this is the one rare that has been eluding me. We have gotten a good albino, we got a good melanistic, but I had the hardest time trying to find a good piebald. I don't know why, but this used to be the most common thing I'd find for mule deer when it comes to rares, was the piebalds, but I honestly feel like I've found more albinos than piebalds ever since the TruRACS Mule deer came out, so this is pretty cool to get. Alright, here's the other two things we got during this hunt that we ended up taxing. I did not taxidermize the light brown turkey, as you guys saw, because we've already got a million of those and they're not super hard to get, so I just didn't feel the need to do that. But here is the piebald pronghorn. Not too bad looking. It's a decent little level 2. And here is the elk, which is in the better pattern, but still the female ones aren't super rare. But I figured just so I can show it off, I'd tax it for you guys to see. So there we have it, a Piebald Rocky Mountain Elk. I still really want to get an albino one, so hopefully we can do that in the future, but it's proving to be one of the harder things to go for. I have had such a terribly hard time trying to find an albino one or a 5'10 plus, so hopefully we can at least get one of those in the near future. But I think that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button because I do post daily The Hunter content, and I'm going to be doing a ton of content on TruRACS axis deer when they come out, so stay tuned for that, my dudes, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace! If you are new here and you are liking what you see, consider subscribing to the channel and turning notifications on. Also, if you want to help the channel grow, be sure to like the video because this alone can help the video and my channel do better. But that's going to be it for me. Peace, my dudes. I hope you all have a fantastic day.